right, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. It's really been a while. So today I'm going to be teaching you simultaneous linear equations. You know, this topic is a very wonderful topic. It's continuous. There are diverse parts of it, but I want to give you a basic understanding of it. If you understand this thing I'm going to be teaching you today, you'll be able to solve average simultaneous linear equation questions you come across. Okay, so don't mind the video being long, but what I just want you to focus on is what you're going to get. I want you to really understand it. That's why the video is going to be a bit long. All right, so you just try to follow me closely. We'll be attempting some more questions after I've taught you the basic parts of the topic. Okay, so let's begin. So when we talk about simultaneous linear equation, the word simultaneous in English means concurrent. It's like attending to two or more things at a time. Okay, so in simultaneous linear equations, we attend to two unknowns. Okay, so the variables in equations are called what? Unknowns. We attend to two unknowns. You get that? So now in the two unknowns, we are looking for what they are. We want to know what x is and want to know what y is. So because of this, we have three methods of calculating simultaneous linear equations. But today, I'm going to be teaching you the two methods. I will teach you two. The last method is a graphical method. You will need a Cartesian plane and a graph. Maybe I will do another tutorial on that, okay? So now, let me just show you what I'm talking about. So we have, number one, we have the substitution method. Then number two, we have the elimination method. All right? Then number three, we have the graphical method. The graphical method. The graphical what? Method. Now, as I said before, I'll teach you the substitution method and the elimination method. Let me give you an example of a simultaneous equation. Let's do the first one. Substitution. Okay? So now we have an example of an equation, sort of like this. So x positive y equals 7. Then x negative y equals what? 2. Yes, we have an equation there. So that one is cool. So when they are giving you the question, they usually give you two equations, okay? When they're going to give you the question, they'll give you two equations. If you observe, we are looking for x and we're looking for y. We're looking for x and we're looking for y. So because of that, they cannot just give you one equation to find x and y. They will have to give you two equations. Then we call the first one equation 1. And then we call the second one equation 2. You see that? That's how it's done. Now, after this, what do we now do next? Now, we have 2x plus y equals 7, x minus y equals 2. How do we use substitution method to solve this equation? Now, I want you to look at the two equations. We have to rearrange any of the equation, either equation 1 or equation 2, to have either x or y as the subject of the formula. Listen to me clearly. Listen to me. We need to arrange either the equation 1 or equation 2 to have either x or y as the subject of formula. It depends on which one you want to solve for first. Okay, now let us solve for x first. Now, when we solve for x first, then we need to work with equation 2 because x is standing alone here. So now we have to take this minus y to this side. It becomes positive y, reciprocal. You get that? So it will now be x equals 2 positive y. Do you see that? We have rearranged it now. So x is now equal to 2 positive y. You understand? This is another equation. Now, this is what you now say. Because it is substitution, substitution means to replace something with what it is. To put what x is into the equation. They say x is 2 plus y now. So we'll now put 2 plus y into equation 1. They will now tell you substitute x into equation 1. Did you see that? This x, substitute it into equation 1. Then you have to carry equation 1 now. Equation 1 is 2x plus y equals 7. Now, what it means that anywhere you see x, replace it with 2 plus y. Did you get that? Anywhere you see what x, replace it with 2 plus y. Now watch. We are having x here. We'll now have x. Because the joining between 2 and x is times, it will now be a bracket. We'll now write 2 plus y, close bracket. Then this number plus y equals 7. Did you see it very closely? If there's any part of the video you don't get, do well to go back and watch again, okay? Now, we need to open this bracket, algebra. Now, 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times, we put your plus here. 2 times y is 2y. 2y, then this number plus y equals 7. Did you see that? Now, good. Okay, now, 4 positive 2y plus y. 4 cannot react with them, of course. So it is the two of them who are like terms that can react. They can bond. Now, 2y plus y, that will give you 4 plus 3y equals 7. Did you see that now? Good job. Now, 4 is here, 3y is here, and 7 is here. What is like term with 4? It is 7. So we need to take 4 to go and meet 7. Now, when we take 4 to meet 7, we'll then have something like this. We'll then have 3y equals 7 minus 4. You see it now? So 3y equals 7 minus 4. That's the first part. Now, listen, we have to subtract 7. We have to subtract 4 from 7. When we do that, we'll get 3y equals 3. Did you see that now? And now, to get what y is, because 3 is standing close to y, we then divide both sides. We then divide both sides by what? 3. Because 3 is standing close to y, divide both sides by 3. So when we want to divide both sides by 3, we would get over 3 over 3. Did you see it now? Very interesting. Now, when we divide by 3, when 3 divides 3, it is gone. Now, when 3 divides 3, it is 1, because 1, 1 here, so it's 1. So y now is equal to what? 1. Did you see that part? Now, we have gotten what y is. Did you see that? We have gotten what y is. Now, we need to know what x is. Because this one is trying to tell us that s is 2 plus y. Now, we know what y is. Now, we can decide to substitute y into any of the equation. Since we already know what x is, we can decide to substitute y into any of the equation to get what x is. Do you see that now? So let's do that here. Let's substitute y. Then you now write, let me draw a line here so that I get it clearly. You now write substitute y into equation 3. This is equation 3. This one is the third equation, because when you change anything, it becomes a new equation. Take note. So now, when we substitute y into equation 3, this is equation 3. X is equals to 2 plus y. Now, y, what is y? Y is 1. Good job. Now, we have to rewrite again. To now be x is equal to 2 plus 1, because y is 1. Substitute, we are replacing y with 1. So x will now be equal to what? 3. So we have found x. X is 3. Y is what? 1. So this equation is linear. Do you get that now? So you can start to write 3, 1. These are the values of what? X and y. So this is how to use the substitution method to solve and calculate questions. I will give you another example again so that you get it clearly. All right, we are given this kind of question. They said 3a plus b equals 10, then 2a plus 4b equals 0. Let us find what a and b, because they are the two unknown in this set. Now, we have to tag this one equation 1. We tag this one equation 2. Did you see it? Good job. Now watch. Watch. 3a plus b equals 10. 2a plus 4b. In the two equation, which is likely to be changed as subject of formula and will stand alone? It is equation 1, because it has a b standing alone. So we can rearrange the equation to make b the subject of formula. So let's find a first by substituting b. So when we rearrange it, it will now be b is equals to 10. This 3a will come here, will turn to negative 3a. I told you whenever anything changes, it becomes what? Equation 3. Good job. Now, we have to substitute. You can say equation 3 into equation. We'll have 2a plus 4b will now be like this, bracket 10 minus 3a, close bracket, equal to what? 0. Did you see it? All right, good job. Now watch. 2a is here. We already have 2a plus 4 times 10, 40. 4 times minus 3a minus 12a equals 0. You see it? Now, this 0 that is here is like 10 with 40, so we have to move 40 to this side. Let 12 and 2 be friends. So we do that. We'll have 2a. There's negative here. Negative 12a. This is positive 40. When it's going to the other side, it will turn to what? Negative 40. Take note, not change where 0 is standing. 0 is standing close to the equal to, so 0 will remain there. Now, 2a minus 12a, that will give us minus 10a equals 0 minus 40. That will give us what? Minus 40. You see it? Now, I told you before, to get what a is, we have to divide both sides, right? So when we divide both sides, we'll divide both sides by the coefficient of a, which is minus 10. Minus 10, minus 10. You understand? So when we divide both sides by minus 10, what do we get? Minus 10 will divide minus 10. That's already 1, which is gone. Minus will divide minus. 0 will divide 0. 1 goes into 4 is 4. So a will be equal to what? A will be equal to 4. A will be equal to 4. Now that we have found a equal to 4, it's very expedient that we know what b is. So it is with a we are now going to get what b is. You understand? So now we will have to substitute a into equation 3 to get what? B. You understand? Since b is just the subject of formula here, so we don't have to change. We'll just substitute a into equation 3 to get b. That one is on a C to get your simpler answers correct. Let's do it here. So you see it clearly. Okay, equation 3 is b equals to 10 minus 3a. You see that? So now a equals to 4. You understand? So we have to replace a here with 4. So we have b equals to 10 minus 3 bracket 4. You understand? Because it's multiplication. So b is equal to 10 minus 3 times 4 is 12. So b will be equal to minus what? 2. Did you see it now? So it's very clear. So we have gotten what b is. So we can simply say a is what? 4 and b is what? Minus 2. So that's 4 minus 2. These are our answers. So do you get how to use substitution method to calculate simultaneous linear equations? When you are calculating with substitution method, like I said before, rearrange the equation that either x or y or any of the variable should be the subject of the formula. You understand? It should be the subject of the formula. When it has become the subject of the formula, then you will now substitute it into one of the equation, get your answer. When you have got it for the first one, then you substitute that one into the other one, you get the other answer. You see it? So it's very easy and clear. Now let's go into step 2, elimination method. Okay, now let me explain elimination method. Elimination method is the second method of calculating simultaneous linear equations. When you want to work with elimination method, you have to understand that we need to eliminate. To eliminate means to remove, to take away. We have to either take away x or take away y. It depends on the nature of the equation. Let me use an example to give you the explanation. We have a question here. It says 3x positive 2y equals 12. Then 5x negative 3y equals 1. Okay, now I like this equation. It's the perfect example for it. This will be equation 1. This is equation 2. Okay, now watch. What do we do to such an equation for us to be able to get the answer very clearly? It's very easy. Now we need to look for a way to multiply everything in equation 2 and also multiply everything in equation 1 by numbers that can make either one of them, either y or x, to look alike. What do I mean? I'm speaking too much grammar. Let me show you. If we multiply equation 1 by 3 and we multiply equation 2 by 2, we will get 6 here and we'll get 6 here. So because of that, we can eliminate y. Watch. Multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 2. This is what we'll now get. 3 times 3 will give us 9x plus 3 times 2 will give us 6y. 3 times 12 That will give us what? 36. Now, this one, let's say multiply by 2. 2 times 5 will give us what? 10. Minus 2 times 3 will give us 6y. 2 times 1 will give us 2. So we now have an equation where we have a value that looks alike the same. So we can now work with these ones. We'll call this one equation 4, equation 3 rather. Then we'll call this one equation 4. See that? So now x plus 6y is equal to 36. 10x minus 6y is equal to 2. Very easy. So now we have found that we have done something to the equation that will make x, y look alike. So we don't even care if x look alike, but we want to make sure y they look alike. You understand? Now that they look alike, good. We need to now eliminate y. So what do? Is either you add the fraction together or you subtract the fraction to eliminate y. But you need to first observe the fractions. So did I just say fraction or equations? Equations. You need to first observe the equations. If the symbols there are going to work with you, you have positive 6 and negative 6. If we subtract the fraction, this one will turn to positive, then they will not eliminate it. It now become 12y. But if we add the equation, this one will still remain minus, then they will eliminate. So because of that, we will now add the equation. Add equation 1 with equation 2. Understand? So now, 9 plus 10, what would that give you? 19x. Plus 6 plus minus 6, that is 0. So that is gone. Equals 36 plus 2. That is what? 38. Now, divide both sides by what? 19, because 19 is what is standing close to x. Divide both sides by 19 to get x. So 19 into 38, it will give you what? 2. Good. Now that you have 2, remember what I told you is substitution method. I told you that when you have gotten one value, you substitute it into any of the equation. Don't work with this equation again, you work with these ones to get the y. So let's substitute s into equation 3. You understand? Substitute x into equation 3 to get y. Good job. Now let's do that. We'll substitute x into equation 3 to get y. We have 9x plus 6y equals to 36. Replace x with 2. We have 9 times 2 plus 6y equals to what? 36. Here will be what? 18 plus 6y equals to 36. So we'll subtract 18 from 36. It will give you what? It will give you 18. So we have 6y equals to 18. So now we have to divide both sides. We'll divide both sides by 6 because 6 is what is standing equal to 3. Because 6 goes into 18, will now be 3. You see it? Very easy. So this is the first example for calculation eliminator method. Now let's go into another example so that you understand it better. Then after that, I will give you some equations to solve by yourself. Okay, now this question, I'm going to be giving it to you for 10 marks. 10 math coins. All right? 10 math coins. So you might not know what math coins are. In Matheverse, we have a group chat. We give ourselves math coins for every question so we're able to solve. All right, now let's solve the equation. 3f equals 4 minus 4e. 2e equals 5f plus 15. If you observe the equation, it is scattered. So what we have to do, let me write it out for you clearly so that you see it. 3f equals 4 minus 4e. This is equation 1. Then 2e equals 5f plus 15 is equation 2. So, but right now the equations are scattered. So it will be hard to work with like this. So what we have to first do to rearrange the equation. We want to rearrange the equation and make sure you follow the symbols, the signs correctly. Let's rearrange equation 1. So when we rearrange the equation, let's put e at the front. So 4e is negative 4e here. We'll bring it here, it becomes positive 4e. Then positive 3f remains equals to positive 4. Good. 2e remains here, 2e. When we bring 5 here, positive, it becomes negative. Negative 5f equals what? Positive 15. So now we can easily manipulate 2e to look like 4e by multiplying it by what? 2. Good. So we multiply equation 2 by 2. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. So we multiply equation 2 by 2. We'll get 4e remains. This 4e plus 3f equals to 4. Then equation 2, we'll get 4e. 5 times 2 will give us 10. 10f. Then equals what? 15 times 2 will give us 30. Right? So that's done. We already have 4e10f. Then let's subtract 5 from equation 3 to eliminate terms e. Yes, sir. So we'll subtract it's true because these two of them are positive now. I told you have to observe them. If you observe that the symbols they are positive, then you have to subtract. Understand? When you subtract the equations, when you subtract it, you will not get your answer clearly. You get that? It's very easy. 4e minus 4e. What would that give you? 0. So we have eliminated it by putting minus. Now, plus 3f minus 10f. Take note. Plus 3f minus 10f. Minus times minus is plus. That is plus 3f plus 10f. That is plus. So it will be 13f. This one will be 13f equals to 4 minus 30. 4 minus 30. What would that give us? That will give us a total of a negative 26. Right? Because 4 is smaller than 30. So we divide both sides by 13. We'll get f is equal to negative 2. Now we have found what f is. We cannot then substitute it into any of the equation to get e. So when we substitute it into any of the equation, or we substitute it into equation 3, because this is, yes, let's substitute into this equation, this particular one. Well, let's call it equation 3. Substitute f into equation what? 3. And we have 4e plus 3f is what? Minus 2. Minus 2 close bracket equals to what? 4. So now 4e plus 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 6 equals 4. So 4e is here. So let's bring it to this side. 4e will now be equal to 4 plus 6. So 4e will be equal to 10. So we divide both sides by 4. So 4 is gone. So when we try to simplify, divided by 2, it will be 5. Divided by 2, it will be 2. So e will be 5 over 2. You can make it in a simpler form to say e is 2 over 1 over 2. Any of the two answers you pick will be correct. So this is the second example. So this is the basic way of solving simultaneous linear equation using substitution method and elimination method. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to be a part of our WhatsApp group, you can go to the comment section and say I want to be a part of the WhatsApp group. Then I'll talk with you there. You send them your number, you'll be added to the WhatsApp group. So from there you'll be asking more questions and we'll tend to serve you better. All right, see you next week.